Hey everyone, it's a podcast. I'm Nintendo Son, also known as Ethan.
I'm Windows Zephyr, Mac.
Taylor. I.
Hi. Okay. Okay.
So your name is Hyde and your
His name
username
is
is Taylor.
Hi, and his username is Taylor. So,
Hi. Okay, I'm not. No.
Sweet.
That must be really awkward when you say hi, I'm hi.
Hi.
For
Maybe he doesn't say hi. Maybe he says glad to meet you.
well, like first impressions, the first thing you say to someone is I'm hi. Think about that.
Yeah, true.
That's anyway.
You should legally change your name. It might cost like what,
This is
50 bucks.
terrible.
$35 or like $85. Like how much?
College applications with the name. Okay, that's enough. So,
With hi? Which spelling of hi are we talking about? One of his name is hello, but he's shortening it down to hi.
I'm not going to think about that because people shouldn't be named hello or hi. Unless you're, using a different language, in which case that's acceptable, which I couldn't. But yeah.
Names.
We go through through some weird vortex, and all our words get jumbled up, and usually words that are used in normal day conversations turn into names.
And
Yes.
then what? Names are used in normal conversations?
Yep.
So in place of the word the is suddenly Mac.
Jackson. No, let's go with Jackson.
Well, I would go with Mac because my name's Mac.
I'll go with Max from my name. So
Right, and in place of the word superfluous, we have Ethan.
What?
That's messed up. Okay, video games. Just so I can
Yes.
quit this.
Minecraft 1.4.2.
Yep.
Yeah, they had their pretty scary update, I believe they called it. Because,
The
I'm
zombies
subscribed
were
to
wearing
Bungie.
pumpkins.
That was yesterday
Yes.
on Halloween.
Yes, they were.
That was awesome. Hey,
Yeah,
now they know that we record these on Thursdays, or at least we try to.
yeah, most
Ow.
of the time.
Either we record these on Thursdays or we record them Friday right before we post them. But like days that are Saturdays or Sundays is just the day that I kind of go,
Your flaming
ugh.
bodies are nothing.
What?
He's playing video
Sorry.
games. He's playing Binding of
Yeah,
Isaac.
yeah, Hi is in the process of playing something.
Binding of Isaac.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Burning
so
fast.
Halloween.
So the 1.4 update, I watched their update video thing on YouTube, and it just they had heads sticking out of the walls, and I was just like, "What the heck is that?"
It's freaking awesome. I can't.
It's a cool decoration, but it's only fitting for Halloween.
Well, those nether skeletons, you can use their heads in order to create a mob. So
Oh, right, that thing. And
Yep.
It gives you a beacon.
it gives you another star, which you can create.
They give you little heads and I want them. I
Yeah,
shall
what
put
I-
them up everywhere.
Well,
I'll
I've
tear them
only-
down just to create those mobs so I can get more nether stars so I can get.
No!
I've only been playing on creative mode, so I don't know most of this stuff, but I did get to see some of it, so yeah.
Beacons are awesome, and I can't wait until I get like my first potato or carrot from the zombie.
There are potatoes and carrots now?
Yep, zombies will drop them every once in a while, and then you can plant them in the ground, and they drop like the same amount that, like they drop 4 for every one you plant.
So like a melon.
I think a melon drops more than that. Like
So
a,
similar to a melon.
similar to a melon, yeah. Except no, it's like wheat but with melon.
Ah,
So it grows from the ground and has stages like the wheat does, but when you break it, it breaks into more than one.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Yep.
What I really want to know though is what the heck the beacon does. I mean, I can kind of.
It adds a stat boost.
Oh.
So you can have
Yeah,
it. So
'cause-
you have regeneration, you have swiftness, you can have
So it's like a potion,
A
but
mining thing.
effectively permanent.
not permanent. As long as you're in the area, it's permanent.
Okay, that
So
makes
it
more
has
sense.
a
Because
certain block radiation.
I just kind of like figured what an anvil does when I was building something in creative mode. They looked like a cool decoration, and I accidentally right-clicked on it, and it was like repair, name things. So
Yep.
yeah, that made sense.
And then like anvils, you can add 2 enchantments to a weapon. So if you have like a sharpness and you have like a looting, you can put those 2 together.
Right. So yeah, Minecraft, to be honest, is starting to turn into Elder Scrolls,
It's getting good.
like a sandbox Elder Scrolls game.
I mean, like the potions are cool and stuff, but I kind of got sick and tired of the potions. But at least like they're done with creating potions. Besides the 2 new ones, which are ones that I would actually use.
I never ever used potions ever, and I didn't even discover enchanting until we were like well.
Oh my god, the fire shoots at you.
He's playing. Yes, the fire shoots at you.
sounds
It's the red fire.
Sorry, I haven't been playing this game in a while, so.
The first Legend of Zelda game has that.
But that's only if you hit the wizard.
What?
That's only if you hit the wizard.
No, I mean there are several different places in the very first Zelda game, like rooms and dungeons that shoot fire at you from fires.
No, not fires. Heads do that. But if you strike wizards which talk to you, then they shoot fire at you. When it comes to if you're regulating in a dungeon, that's only heads that will shoot
Are you
out.
sure those aren't fires? Because I always thought they were fires.
They
look
aren't
like fires to me.
fires. Trust me, I've played that game plenty. I've
Yeah,
died
me
to
too.
it plenty.
Yeah, me too. It's like most of my childhood video games was
It's
Legend
only
of
in
Zelda.
wizard places. So like if you no, the first wizard disappears, so you can't do it with the first wizard. If you go to the wizard within like the first dungeon and you strike him, then he'll shoot 2 fireballs from the 2 things.
Well, I remember that.
So yeah, that's the fire that shoots from fire, but you have to strike wizards in order to do that, and all the rest shoot from like those temple heads that are scattered throughout some of the levels.
Strange. I always thought they were like little fires on little stands, but I don't know. Maybe I was just seeing things.
Yeah, the
Probably.
only, there was like those fire worm things. I think they only appear like twice in the game though.
Oh, those. They were the boss in the second dungeon.
I think they were mini boss. They were mini bosses.
They were the final boss in the second dungeon, and one of the a mini boss in one of the farther ones in the 8th dungeon, I think.
Dodongo was the first. No. The first boss was the dragon. The second boss was the Dodongo.
First boss was one of the dragons.
Yeah, was the dragon with a single head. Second boss was Dodongo's.
Yeah.
Was
Oh, wait,
a Dodongo.
no. Was that?
Third boss was the manhandler.
It's been way too long. I had to play this game again.
And then you fight the dragon with 3 heads twice. So that's 2 dungeons.
And then there's
I'm gonna have to re-go through the things.
and then there's that one dragon that has 2 giant heads that when you cut them off, they fly around really fast.
Yeah, that's the one that you fight twice.
And the most
There's that spider
memorable
thing.
boss. The most memorable boss to me is the one in the 5th dungeon because it was just a giant blob.
The spider thing that you can fight with silver arrows to take it out in like 1 or 2 shots.
Yeah, I remember that too.
Yep.
That was in either 6th. I think that was the 6th. No, 7th.
7.
7. The one under a bush.
I need to play those games.
It was that's actually that boss is reused in Ocarina of Time as the first boss you fight in the Deco Tree.
Yeah, I remember that.
We were talking about Minecraft earlier.
We
because
were.
because of Taylor playing Binding of Isaac, we got to Fire and Zelda. Okay,
It's amazing how we can progress in our conversation from Minecraft to Binding of Isaac, which is completely different, to Legend of Zelda, which is mostly completely different from the other two, and it's still a coherent conversation. It's one of the great things about video games.
mainstream.
It's one of the great things about video games, though. It's just
Yeah.
that it's
No, just our conversations in general.
Yeah, they'll lead to some really weird stuff.
yeah.
But we're talking about video games, and we only have like 15 minutes in order to do so, so we actually need to stay on track with what we talk about.
That's
Okay.
hard to do for us.
So yeah, Minecraft's pretty cool with their new updates and stuff like that.
Oh my god.
PlayStation Battle Royale Open Beta came out this week. I think
Right.
it's out on, like,
You just mentioned that.
I didn't
before we
mention
started recording. It's
before we
just-
started recording. I was just mentioning
Oh, yeah.
because we're now doing the recording.
It's
Um,
broken.
I'm actually gonna go look this up right now because I want to see it.
If you don't own a PlayStation, I don't know, find someone who does and have them download the demo. It's okay. It is pretty much Smash Brothers if it was with PlayStation
Sega.
characters.
I almost said Sega there. Oops.
Sega.
Yeah.
Okay. So the problem is you only have 6 characters that you can demo. There's like Fat Princess. There's Parappa the Rapper. There's Slide Cooper, Kratos.
Their web page is making noise, and I don't know how to stop it.
What's his name? Sweet Tooth, and then some character from a game which I can't remember. And the most broken of them is Kratos.
That I can
Very.
imagine. I mean, I know almost nothing about all of these characters, so yeah. But this
I know
looks like Smash Bros, but
It's
way freakishly varied in characters.
the
Like,
only
I mean, Smash Bros was crazy enough when you have things like Kirby versus Ganondorf, but in here you have like the Big Daddy from BioShock versus that little Hopper Rapper guy, or the dude, the Sackboy
After
from
the
Big.
rapper. Yeah, but
Yeah,
Sackboy
Sack-
and Big Daddy, they're not quite in the game yet. They're not in the open beta.
I know, but there's a bit of a difference between Bowser and Kirby and Sackboy and Big Daddy. I mean, I don't know.
No.
I'm not familiar with
Nintendo
PlayStation.
franchise, PlayStation franchise. It's the only difference. It's just the franchise.
Well, I know they're
It's the
also
same
like,
equivalent.
they're also regular humans in the PlayStation One.
Yeah.
Like they're not freakish characters or weird powers or anything, or they're not Link.
There's only like one normal person in the PlayStation franchise.
I see at least three.
There's only one.
You
There's
sure?
only one. Yes.
Which one?
The Uncharted character.
What about the dude standing right behind him?
I don't know what you're talking about. What does he look like?
He's looking at the whole thing, all the characters,
Just
not
go-
just the demo characters.
There's
Yeah.
people that look normal, but like they totally aren't. Like Kratos is a god.
Well, Kratos doesn't look normal. He's got giant red stripes and a blue body.
We're totally gonna have to do this in
Oh.
2 parts. No. Like there's one guy, he can use electricity, but he totally looks normal. He's wearing like a
Infamous.
yellow jacket.
The guy from Infamous.
Guy from Infamous. Yeah.
I don't see any yellow jackets here, but I
Thank
do
you.
see some dude with electricity that I thought was normal but isn't.
But he's not normal. Trust me, he's the only normal person. Sweet Tooth is mentally insane.
Sweet Tooth doesn't look normal at all. His head is on fire.
Yeah, and he's also mentally insane.
Well, I know that.
Okay, I'm gonna explain the game thing because if we can get this into one part, I'm totally going to. The game mechanic is if you're fusing Smash Brothers with a gauge system such as in Marvel. So the thing is, your stages are completely boxed off, so you can't kill anyone by knocking them off of edge or high enough up.
So it's all stamina based.
No, there's no health. Pretty much what you have to do is you have to keep hitting opponents until you get your gauge filled. If you get level 1, it's just a move that you can kill 1 to 2 people depending on how good you are with it, and then you just get that by hitting opponents. So the more hits you get, the more gauges you get. By the time you get level 3, you get pretty much a full screen hyper. Some of them will last longer than other, but some of them will.
You just call it a hyper,
Yeah, that's pretty much what they are. It's like a super or hyper or whatever.
but it's not a hyper.
It's a super. I don't care. And then, like, Parappa the Rappers takes it to the full screen, but it will only kill the people on the screen. With Kratos, it lasts a certain amount of time, and you can get more than the kills that are on the people on the screen. The reason why Kratos is the most broken character is because he's the quickest, and he surrounds his whole body with his weapon, and he's pretty fast, so you can get off a whole bunch of hits, and if you're trying, you can get level 3 twice within one game.
Huh.
So yeah, it's
Wow, I have so little experience with the Marvel vs. Capcom games that I don't really know half of what you're talking about, but I can
nothing's
imagine
related
it's-
to Marvel vs. Capcom besides.
Well,
the
I know
game.
it's not related, but the gameplay is vaguely similar.
No, no, it isn't.
The gameplay is
really
completely different.
It's
just
it's really Smash Brothers based. If there was a third attack button in Smash Brothers,
Oh, okay.
there's still diagonal attacks and normal attacks. The only difference is there aren't charge attacks. There's just a third attack button. There's
That
still
makes
grabs.
sense.
There's still air dodges. There's still ground rolls.
Okay.
There's still blocks. It's
Right,
it's
that-
Smash Brothers in PlayStation form with
Yeah,
a hyper gauge, and that's the only way you can kill people. So
well,
I might buy it.
I have no comment as I do not have a PlayStation system.
Just to hold me up until Smash Bros. 4 comes out.
That's like 2015.
Yeah, I know. That will hold me up for a while. Plus, I have
Lots of
Marvel.
other stuff.
So.
I don't expect to be playing video games for like, what, 4 years straight, 3 years straight.
Well,
2
I'm
years straight.
playing them for 3 years straight. I'll still be going to school and doing work and stuff like that, but it'll have me something to do in the meantime instead of just be going, I wish I had something that was, a fighting game. Because I totally.
Right.
Then again, I have plenty of fighting games, so I might.
You do.
It really depends.
I don't know. I have no opinion on this battle royale thing other than butts. But that's the same opinion everyone has of every new game ever until they get used to it. So No problems there.